What's up, everybody? Welcome to today's video. We're going to be going over the double dip method. The double dip method is essentially a process where you can get a commission as a real estate agent and an assignment fee as an investor in the same transaction. So I actually figured this out by mistake, and don't worry, I checked everything out with my broker. It is all legal and you could do this too. The way I want to break this down is legality first, because those of you that are agents, you might be alarmed. I want to make sure you understand, as real estate agents, we have a fiduciary responsibility to our clients. In this case, we are representing ourselves as the buyers, where our fiduciary responsibility would be to the buyer as the buyer's agent. So in this case, the seller's already agreed to pay a commission as in a listing contract between the listing agent and the seller, so they're going to be paying the commission regardless. A lot of times when you hear people talking about on-market deals, they refer to going and having the listing agent represent both sides. I do not recommend that. It actually is my very last resort to get a deal done. So I want to share with you guys one of our recent examples that we've done, and hopefully this breakdown helps clear things up. So this was a deal that we had bought out in Scottsdale, Arizona. It was a $670,000 purchase price. Now, of course, this deal is on the MLS. This is where, again, the listing contract was signed between the listing agent and the seller, where they agreed they were going to pay a 3% commission to a buyer's agent. Now, typically inside the listing contract, the seller is going to be paying all the commission. They're going to say we are going to offer around, typically averages 5 to 6%. In this case, it was 6%, with 3% going to the listing agent, who represents the seller, and 3% to the buyer's agent, which is whoever brings the buyer. So in this case, we knew there was a 3% payday being a buyer's agent, which is $20,100. A lot of times people are scared to go away from the higher price points, but what they don't realize is that the higher price point commission pays a lot more. So in this case, we got the deal under contract at $670,000. We put up an earnest money deposit of $2,000. This is what legally gives us the ability to wholesale, which is called equitable interest. In this case, we knew, again, the commission was $20,000. We ended up wholesaling this deal from $670,000 to $700,000. So the cool thing we did was we used an assignment contract rather than double closing. Now, we're not going to get too much into detail on that in this video, but the assignment contract, essentially, we don't have to pay closing costs on both sides of the transaction, so we make all the money that we have in the assignment fee. So the assignment fee was $30,000, the commission was $20,100. We walked away wholesaling the deal, and we made more money in this case than what the average flipper would with going into a property like this. So as you can see here, we want to break down who was on the transaction paperwork. As the buyer, it was 34 Holdings, which is my LLC. We are a legal licensed LLC where we go and we help people just as the investment side. We fix and flip properties, we wholesale, we've got some rentals. 34 Holdings is the hub for that. So 34 Holdings was the buyer. I signed the contract. My transaction coordinator was the buyer's agent. Now, in this case, the transaction coordinator has an agreement between me and our broker, so the commission was broken down from there. So this wasn't our full take home. We had to pay our broker, we have to pay taxes, we got to pay some overhead, got to split up the fees and stuff, but still, the take home to the company was over $50,000 on one deal where the average agent would only walk away with $20,000. So this is the double dip method as like a brief overview, 1,000-foot view, but I want to make sure you guys understand that you could do this too, especially if you guys are licensed. If you found value in today's video, make sure to like the video and subscribe to our channel. We are trying to do everything possible to provide as much value as possible to you guys and the community. With that said, if you're trying to get a little bit more in-depth detail on the double dip strategy and what we do at Agent Investors, check out agentinvestors.com and the community Discord. Both links will be in the description below. Appreciate you guys.
That's all I got.
Cool.